What's up, man? Players, man, talk 24/7 here with a game against the Texans, and I will warn you up front, this game is very, very laggy, and I am not the one playing this game. This is a C4 playoff game. My boy came over to my house because the game was lagging between both of them, so he decided, let's try somebody else's house to see whose connection it was, and it was still his signal. As you see, this game will get very, very laggy at points, and when it's not laggy, I would tell you it is very, very choppy. And this game for him, he kept screaming and yelling of how laggy the game was, and I actually felt bad for him because I know it wasn't my signal, it was him. Because I mean, what are the chances of it lagging at his house, and then he comes to my house, and then the game is still lagging? So I felt bad that he had to endure this. But the guy he's playing runs Green Bay. He runs doubles flex wing, and he runs ace twins flex wing, and then he runs shotgun ace or shotgun doubles, and he throws a lot of quick passes. That's a quick pass out of ace twins, very, very, very deadly. And then he throws the flanker screen halfback pass to his running back. That was basically his scheme. It might not, as you see this lag, the game would lag like that randomly, choosing plays. He kept choosing the wrong plays. I mean, this game is just it was laggy as hell. I was laughing the whole time. He didn't think it was that funny, but I thought it was funny. But I will tell you, the Dolphins, they are horrible. I mean, it is really unfortunate that he got stuck with this team, because I mean, this is a tough match to win. I mean, it's the Dolphins and the Texans. How many times against two, I mean, similarly, oh, I don't know how to say that word, closely skill rated players are gonna win? I mean, it is always be the Texans for the most part if y'all are close to being equal in skill. So he kind of had to outplay him, but at the same time outplay the game. And any of y'all choose these sorry teams, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. The sorry team just do not get breaks. And Reggie Bush, even though right there he was breaking tackles, he is not that good, actually. He really is not that good. As you see the lag, just horrible lag. The game was lagging throughout, and he did not have a very good start. And for people who are somewhat wondering, he came to my house, and he did not feel like changing the audibles and the playbook, so he just came over and just ran the same scheme I ran. But he just did not take into account on how bad the Dolphins were. I mean, you can't really do it because the Dolphins, they are just a bad team, and it takes a very, very good person to play with them. Now, I'm not knocking him because he's obviously a good player if he made it this far into the playoffs. But sooner or later, I mean, the Dolphins, they're just the Dolphins. I mean, it is what it is. They're just the Dolphins. I mean, they are worse than the Redskins, and I do not think the Redskins are good at all. I mean, I played a few good people with the Redskins, but then just the Redskins start to lay down and just stuff like that. But this guy's down 10-0. He really has to score soon, because I mean, these games are really, really short. These 4 minutes all Madden games are really, really short. And although C4 prevents clocking, some people sneak away with clocking. I mean, unless you record the game, you can't really tell if they're clocking or not. It's basically just hearsay. So some people like to sneak and clock, and it's just hearsay. And most of the time, the person that wins gets the win because they just assume the other person is mad. And look at that lag. He was screaming that he was trying to slide, but with the game freezing for seconds like that, you can't slide if the game is going to lag that much. Just crazy. But he runs power O out of goal line to score to make it 10-7. So he's feeling somewhat good because he gets ball back at halftime anyway. So just look at that lag. Oh my God. He couldn't even user the catch. That's why he got picked off. He couldn't even cut inside to pick off the, I mean, not to pick it off, but to user catch it. That just shows this game was very, very frustrating, and it didn't really prove anything, honestly. It was just a lag fest and who got. But anyway, Reggie Bush with the touchdown, 75 yards before halftime. That was a huge, huge touchdown. And I'm not sure why the dude blitzed. It was no reason for him to blitz. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why he blitzed from that far away, honestly. I can't even throw an end zone fade from from the 20-yard line. So him just doing an all-out blitz did not make any sense to me. And I will always give up a field goal before I give up a touchdown. But that's just me. And there goes Tannehill underthrowing the dude. I think he had a slight step, but it is a Dolphin, so he might have had a slight step. But the fastest receiver, I think, is Best. And as y'all know, he's quick. I mean, he's not really fast. He's more of not Wes Welker, because he's not even close to being Wes Welker. But he's kind of a slot dude, so he's not really the fastest dude. But this guy's scheme, it was very, very just, oh my goodness. It was frustratingly tough because it looks easy to guard because it's very, very simple. He's not doing much. But he had a lot of things you had to manually key in on. So it made it very, very tough to guard because I would see him manually keying in on somebody. And right there, look at the lag. This is where this game just got completely outrageous. The game literally froze for 3 seconds as he was trying to make the throw. And that's where he just started kicking and yelling and just started screaming. And I completely understand. Like, how can this be a C4 playoff game and the game is lagging like that? It really makes no sense at all to have a game played out like that. And it's just really not fair that can happen. And if I was not recording this game, I promise you he would have got screwed over. I promise. But what ends up in this game is we sent in this video to have the game overruled because, like, just plays like that. I mean, plays where the game lags for literally seconds as you're making a throw. I mean, you can't have it. Just look at that lag. Like, just crazy laggy and choppiness. This game was really dumb. And I'm real glad that he came to my house so that I could record it because he would have got screwed over. That is the worst part about it, and it's a major problem because, nobody should have to get screwed over when the game is that laggy. And the first game, my boy actually won, but the guy complained that it was laggy, so they replayed it again. But like they played and it was laggy, so they quit out and played it over my house. As you see, it's just choppy, laggy, and just dumb things like that. And it's really, really frustrating to have a playoff game like that. And it's also a reason why I'm not in leagues. Because, this guy, I'm not trying to start anything, but this guy is a friend of Coach K. I think he's a commissioner, I'm not sure, but he's a long-term member in C4, so they will take his word over somebody else's. And my boy told me, look at that fake pick. That was like 20 yards away. Like, my boy told me that the game was laggy over his house, and it's just like, I heard it was lagging for him, not against him. So to have it overturned because it was lagging for him, like my boy was the one where it was lagging when he was on O and just stuff like that. So it kind of got overturned when it really should not have got overturned. And this is where he throws. This is where he just gets mad. He just types in bullshit. But then I had to tell him like, "Yo, calm down, calm down." So then he erases the message that bullshit, and then he types up something else because that's not very sportsmanlike, or like the league might see that and be like, "Oh, that's not like yeah." So I just told him to say that he's sending in his game to Coach K. And then the dude I was playing said it wouldn't get overturned and said you got to deal with it. It was just a bunch of unnecessary drama, but we ended up getting this game overturned. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game. Just goes to show you what length people will pull.